News.
Hey PRP, I'm Sydney.
And I'm Jonathan.
We've been in school for about 4 weeks now.
And if that seems long, just hang in there. We only have about 260 more days till summer.
Hey Jonathan, you're a senior, right?
Yeah, and one of the great things about being a senior is being able to paint your parking spot.
Let's go to Emily to get a closer look.
The school year has just begun and many seniors have been busy painting their parking spots. So what is the inspiration behind these creative parking spots?
We were curious, so we decided to go interview a couple students on what their inspiration was.
Here's what Kaylee Thomas had to say.
My inspiration for my parking spot was that I love to play guitar and I love music.
And Bree Jagger's inspiration was totally different.
My inspiration for my parking spot just popped into my head because of the Up House, and I wanted to do it with my two best friends because we're little kids at heart, and the quote fits it perfectly because the adventure of senior year never ends.
All of the seniors have different inspirations for their parking spots, but where did the parking spots originate from?
We interviewed our principal, Mr. Johnson, to find out exactly where they came from.
We started discussing it. It was a great idea. Students would enjoy it. We would charge seniors a flat fee. They would get to pick on a first come, first served basis which parking spot they would like in the senior parking area, and then they could decorate it any way that they would like as long as it was school appropriate. The fee goes back into the senior class toward their activities and their prom, so the school's not making any money. It's not for profit. It's a fundraiser for the senior class, and the senior students are getting the benefits of it. They get to park in the same place. They don't have to get here early in the morning to get a good parking spot, and they can own that parking spot and decorate it up nicely.
So there you have it.
So lower classmen, make sure you start thinking about your inspiration for your parking spots next year.
Thanks, Peck. Now back to you.
Wow. Do you know how you're going to do your parking spot next year?
No, but seeing all those gave me a lot of great ideas.
Out of all the students here at PRP, how many of you can say that you're involved?
It's very important to do something like a club or play a sport. It makes school go by a lot easier.
Speaking of getting involved, our first football home game is tonight. Let's go to Austin to get the inside scoop from some of the players.
I'm here with number 19, John Spiva, outside linebacker. John, what are you going to do to prepare for Manual today?
I mean, I just got to stay focused, go hard, every play, every rep, take advantage of it.
What's the defensive schemes y'all might be running against Manual to stop their high-powered offense?
Can't say all that.
I'm here with number 32, Matt Lawson, middle linebacker. Matt, why don't you talk to me about the defensive schemes against Manual today?
We just got to contain our gaps. We got to play physical. Got to plug up the holes when we're going for blitzes, and hopefully we'll get the quarterback in the backfield.
I get a score prediction?
I'm hoping 28-0.
Here with number 6, Cornelius Langston. Corn, what are you going to do to prepare for Manual's defense today?
We're going to prepare. We got a good game plan going into the game, and we're just going to, make big plays. We expect Manual to have a good game plan, but I think we can beat them.
I'm here with number 10, Blake Byerly, quarterback for PRP. Blake, why don't you talk me through Scott County game last week?
Well, we had a lot of turnovers, and we really couldn't score at the end of the game, so that's what comes down to win or losing right there.
Blake, why don't you talk me through the Manual game today?
I think it's going to be a good game. I think we're going to play really hard, and we're going to come out with a W. Man, wait, I just want to give a shout-out to my favorite manager, Nathan Deasy. He always has me with that water. Always fixing my helmets, too. He's that man. And then Kevin Carter, God's gift on Twitter. Follow him.
Who's your go-to guy this season?
Definitely Coach Lytle. He's been there throughout the whole thing. And number 18, Kevin Carter, definitely one of my top receivers. 21. He has 2 touchdowns on the year. And definitely number 21, Austin Lutz is that man, my go-to receiver.
Courtney Pretty, you come to a lot of games, don't you?
Yes.
What do you think of the football team this season?
I think they're awesome.
Well, Snotty, what do you think the score's going to be?
We're going to blast them. It's like 70-2.
70-2.
Be here tonight at 7:30 for our blackout against Manual.
This past Wednesday was 12 years since the tragedy of 9/11.
Here's some of our students sharing where they were when they found out what happened on 9/11.
On 9/11, I was at home and I was in kindergarten, and I just had a doctor's appointment for my asthma. And I remember sitting on the couch with my mom watching the planes crashing into buildings, and we were scared.
On 9/11, I remember being in my kindergarten class and my mom coming to get me because she was scared.
Okay.
Wow, I can't believe it's already been 12 years.
On another note, how's the weather going to be like this weekend?
You know, I'm not really sure, but I know somebody who does know. Billy?
Before we look at this week's weather map, let's see what PRP has to say about the weather.
It's cool today, and I just hope it doesn't rain.
It's cool, just hoping it doesn't rain for the game.
It'll be good tonight. I hope to see you at the game.
Yeah, hope it don't rain.
It looks like the fall weather has finally gotten here. It's time to get out the hoodies and sweats.
Thanks, y'all. Looks like it's going to be a nice day.
You know they're going to take our breakfast away if we don't keep it clean in the mornings?
What? Take a look at this PSA that my old pal Jonathan threw together to see why it's important to pick up after yourself.
Hello.
Oh! Have you been leaving your banana peels out lately? Well, if you want breakfast, you won't be anymore. Clean up your mess, PRP. Maybe that will serve as a reminder. Pick up your trash because it could really hurt others if you don't.
Well, that's all for this week's edition of Ridge News.
Don't forget to send us your feedback at ridgenewspanthers@gmail.com.
Signing off, I'm Sydney.
And I'm Jonathan. Keep it fresh, PRP.